Welcome to Ground Zero TV, where we believe that self-awareness plus self-improvement equals self-preservation. Therefore, something should always be under construction. I'm your host, K.O.J.I. I'm happy to have you here with me. Let's get into it. So I started boxing like 2.5 years, 3 years ago now. It was the summer COVID hit and all of that. I have an athletic background and I needed something to undergo, to start. Boxing was that perfect thing for me. It had me so in love with it that I wish that I would have found it a lot earlier in my life. But it came to me when it came to me, and I took it very seriously. I started 2.5 years ago, 2.5 years ago, and I consistently train with my coach, Mr. Othell Brown.
For a knockout workout, contact the pros at Art of Boxing USA. First lesson's gonna be free. We look forward to meeting you and working out with you.
And, you know, he took me from not knowing how to properly throw a punch to, you know, looking pretty formidable.
Yeah.
We had worked to the point where the month that I got hurt, that's what knocked me out, I'll get to that. The month that I got hurt, I actually had a fight coming up. Like, I was cutting weight, everything like that. It was tough. It's been 2.5 years, like I said, since then. During that time, I was not able to go to the gym. I was not able to train with my stable mates. I set up everything for me to be able to do it in the privacy of my home, but something I'm working on is not taking things for granted. Like, I set all of it up, built it, and I didn't really take full advantage of it. Here it is, fast forward to today. I'm clear, I'm free, I'm good to go. So I didn't hop right back into it, but it's time. It was time, and I did that. So during this docu-series, this mini-series, you're gonna see that, just me jumping straight into it. I'm out of shape, my diet isn't good, you know, I'm still kind of weary. You know, I had 7 surgeries to repair this injury and all of that. I've been through a whole lot. I'm not complaining, not looking for no sympathy. I'm just giving you a little bit of background so you'll know what you're seeing, you know. Was looking pretty good, got hurt, now I'm back. I'm interested in seeing what I was able to gain from the time off. I never did away with boxing. In fact, I feel like even though physically I wasn't able to partake, it gave me time to let my mind catch up with my body, you know. Oftentimes early on, it was just a lot of wanting to be fast, wanting to hit the bag hard, and not being as fluent as I possibly could be. I know my weaknesses, you know, a little tight, a little stiff. I'm working on that, y'all. I'm working on, I believe it's because I store trauma in my body. That's what I like to say. And I'm working on releasing that so I can, you know, move like, you know.
This is what it is, okay? Like water. Be water, my friend.
Like water, like Mr. Lee says. I know I'm rambling, y'all, but I'm kind of excited about it, you know? You're gonna see my first day back, the follow-up, which is always the roughest, and ending the week off with, like we always did it, with sparring. Without further ado, I'm gonna stop rambling. This is a mini-series, a docu-series, I don't know what you wanna call it. Whatever it comes out to be, you're about to see my first week back.
My 30 years of living, I never known.
That's how I've been eating all my life.
Sips on Red Bull.
I'm about to go box, y'all, so I know it ain't good. I know it's not good. You got me. You got me. Red-handed. I know it's not good. But I can say this, I'm not one of them type though to ever touch this and just sit on my ass. I don't take it just to stay up. I take it that after the fire I already got, I'm about to go box a nigga ass. Yeah, you know what I mean? I just think it's bad if you drink these shit and just sit on your ass. Like you're not exerting anything.
Them boy taking a dance, they call it Jaeger bomb. Boom.
Yeah, that's bad. Well, they be partying and shit, but that ain't, I'm talking about working out.
I never forget, I seen that video, that man go in the emergency room. That man heart had like a soccer ball.
And he drink something crazy like
Red Bull.
But he drunk a bunch in it.
Yeah, he drunk like a case. No,
yeah.
To like a little 6-pack or 12-pack or something.
That's retardation. That's not the Red Bull. That's retardation. It's not the Red Bull. You know, that boy had something wrong mentally, man. Like, you know, most people feel guilty. I feel guilty for, I'm trying to hide this one off camera. You caught me.
Mm-hmm.
12 to drink a whole case? You can't even buy a case of this shit, can you?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Costco keep the cops low.
Yeah.
And the cost.
Yeah, so don't blame Red Bull on that, buddy. You got to blame yourself. That's retardation.
Mm-hmm.
Just trying to get loose. Kind of anxious. I just wanted to get used to feeling the bag again, you know? Trying to find my range, which I don't think throughout this, in the beginning, I was doing a good job. But as you can see, that bag is kind of deflated at the top. And to not crowd anybody else's space or anything, I just had to roll with it. So, wasn't, you know, I made it do what it did. But yeah, like I said, just trying to get used to it. And one thing I noticed watching these videos, which I'm thankful to have people to help me record them, is I learned so much about myself clearly. But one thing I noticed specifically is y'all see, like, every time I'm ready to strike, it's so telegraphed. Like, my foot raises up. If y'all can, if you care to see it, like, put it in slow motion if you can't see it in full speed. But every single time I get ready to strike, my right foot, my lead foot, comes up. Now, Coach has a thing he calls step and slide, and you're supposed to keep that foot more closer to the ground. And I even, because of my style and my arm length, we talked about fencing early on. And I checked to see if they do the same things, and it's not really. So I know that's one thing I gotta work on. You know, first day back, just socializing with the people. I love to do that. I love to warm everybody up. If I'm passing by you, I'm talking to you, introducing myself. I had to switch over because that bag was just getting to me. So, less space, but at least I can hit the bag a little better. Again, just trying to let my hands get used to letting them fly. And that's one thing that before I got hurt, I wasn't good at, like I mentioned in the beginning. Just being fluent, letting your hands fly. You don't gotta kill the bag. Just, you know, that speed will equal that power. So I'm working on keeping my base steady, my stance right, and letting my hands whip like they're supposed to. Still getting loose. I don't know the word for it. I guess I'm so anxious, like my energy's so high, because I'm just happy to be back, but at the same time, I ain't really been in this environment in 3 years, 2 years, 2.5 years. Repetition. And I'm not getting full extension on this at all. And it's not like you always will, but still, that's something that I need to work on. I know that. But I was impressed with the way my hook was coming off. I remember starting with Coach and telling him, like, I hate throwing hooks. And he'd be like, why? And he didn't understand. It's because I couldn't do it. So that's one of those things that I just picked up from the time off and just watching other fighters and studying film and just watching how it's supposed to flow. I'm one of those type of people, like, you can show me how to do it, but I won't know if my body's moving that right way. Then I start overthinking and starting to look like Frankenstein and stuff. But just having that time off, it benefited my hook, clearly, because trust me, I wasn't throwing them like that before. Had to switch back and forth. Coach gave me a compliment too. He commented the hook, so I started going harder right here. That's why I gave him a little pound after, because he had commented. And I noticed that watching the film too. The scenes that I had to cut out, you'll notice it when I'm starting to drag a little bit and I see Coach coming, that's when I start to pick it up. You always want Coach to say something good about you, or good to you. But I'm feeling it now. Feeling it. You'll never see me take a knee like that. Socializing. And all that comes in handy because, as you'll see in a minute, like, he's gonna see what Coach tells me to do and then offers me to switch places. So just be a good be a good person to every person, and the way will be made easier for you. See, Coach is breaking it down to me. Instead of retreating, he wants me to dip under, because retreating, if somebody returns fire and catches me on the chin as I'm going back, timber, it's a wrap. So trying to process what he said, you know. Again, I'm working on my movements, y'all, coordination and everything. So I don't know if I'm doing it right. And this is where he just says, you know, I see what you're doing, so just switch with me, bro. Now, if I would have never said anything to him, he probably just would have, you know, that ice wouldn't have been broken. So got a little bit more space now. Yeah, wrapping it up. Good Lord. Legs ain't straight. Look how high I am. I was feeling it, y'all. Usually I breeze through this. This part of it I used to breeze through. Not coming up off the mat all the way. Look at this 6 inches. It's like 6 times 6 inches. Stalling, talking about high school. Plank has always been my thing, though. Like,
Back in for the first day. It's a new location out of North Austin now. Actually, Northwoods Mall, right by. Come in, learn some boxing, some real boxing. It's the ins and outs, all the details, man. You gotta learn the fundamentals.
Right.
Everybody missing. Yeah, man, come in, check us out. Happy to have you back. Finally, after what?
hey, 2.5 years.
2.5 years.
My coach ain't gonna send you on no dummy, man. He'd rather take the 2 and 3 years to train you right and put your life on the line. Like some people we know, lying to you, telling you you're ready for stuff you ain't ready for, just to get a paycheck. What part of the game is that? Come check my man's out.
Yeah, man, come check us out. Self-defense, Northwoods Mall.
So funny thing about that, when I was talking all that trash, I really thought practice was over. I completely forgot that Coach be doing halves. Like, you know, one half for the beginners or the people who just want to do it casually, and then the other half for those who want to compete one day. So that face was like, how I'ma do this? So at this point, I'm just like, okay, let's get loose. Keep the juices flowing. Keep the juices flowing. Just get loose. And Coach kind of just let us freelance on this, like just be active, work on some things. So, like I said a minute ago, one of the biggest things that I want to work on is letting my hands go, not just throwing one shot at a time, you know what I mean? I'm sorry, I haven't been engaging y'all, I'm sorry. But yeah, just not letting one power shot go at a time, which I can do that too, but it takes a lot of energy, so. To the body. That's another thing I want to work on. Inside fighting, body shots and all of that. Told y'all I was feeling it. Usually you'll never see me sit. Coach, what should be my mentality first day back? What should I be focused on? That's what I mean.
Your hips tight, bro. You look flat, but that's the first day back.
Yeah, exactly. Like I just asked Coach, like, what should I be focused on first day back? And he basically just said, you know, just work on opening your lungs, getting back in the rhythm, and getting more fluent. He told me that on my crosses specifically, I was not using my hips at all. And it's some reason behind that, because where we left off, it kind of got to the point where you didn't have to exaggerate it, because you could kind of shoot it. But me having so much rust, I need to go back to the basics. So he was just telling me, go back down to the basics, take your time. And here he's giving me some tips on some things he was learning, like keeping your hands right here, which as you can see, a lot of times my hands get wide and stuff like that. So he was saying, keep your hands here and come straight down the center line. And that always, not only do you protect yourself when you do that, but you beat your opponent to the punch, like you're always gonna be blocking out what they got going on. So this is day 2, the next day. And let me tell you, I've done a lot, from football to distance running, everything. Well, I can't lie, distance running had me down bad for a couple months. But this has to be the next worst case of soreness I've ever experienced in my life. All under my ribs. I couldn't even cough. That's how sore I was after that first day. But I love it. I love it. I love that feeling. I'm the type that when I get sore, I like to go and work out over that soreness, because I feel like at that time you can really feel your muscles. You can feel every fiber just tearing up and building up, But I'm not as young as I used to be, so I gotta get the juices flowing. And I came late to class, so that's why everybody else, I missed the first half. Everybody else is doing the mat. Usually I never do that. Like, while coach is teaching, I'm engaged with what he's doing. But spacing and the fact that I was late, I needed to warm up. So that's why I was off to the side. A little shadow boxing, trying to get warm. Trying to just do the things I used to not like doing. Like, it sounds crazy, but I hated shadow boxing. I could not stand shadow boxing at all. I still really don't like it. Maybe because I think I look crazy doing it. And then the other half is like, me personally, when I'm fighting, I feel like my game is based on instinct, Certain things happen that you can't plan for, I can't plan for. So when I'm shadow boxing, unless I got somebody to react to, it makes it feel awkward. But that's another thing me and Coach talked about. In the past, I'd be more of a return fire type of fighter, and he was working on bringing my offense out more. Using my reach and my power, working that jab. When I first got into it, he told me straight up, like, you need to pattern yourself after Arrow spins. We're about the same size, and if you know anything about Arrow, oh my goodness. Especially that last fight against Ugas, the best shape I've ever seen him in, and it's just the way, the pace he puts on. He just drowns you, keeps going, just keep throwing him, keep throwing him, keep throwing him. And over time, his opponent just breaks down. So that's kind of like the mold that my coach wants me to follow. I'll get there. But my style as it is, I feel like I'm more like Terrence Crawford in the way that, like, he can, his counters and the way he can just place things, and he'll be more patient. That's my style as it is. So again, just warming up, not trying to go crazy like I said in the intro. Trying to activate it in my hips first. I don't know if y'all can tell, but it's slower because it's my hips moving first, and I need to habitualize that. Trying to be fluent. I know it'll never be perfect. You don't want to be walking around like a robot, but on these next week, I'm going to be focusing on getting that hand up higher than what I do. I carry my hands kind of low at times, but believe it or not, this is a lot better than what it used to be. But look at that lead hand. See, it's kind of low. Now I'm keeping it in mind to bring it up, but it's always a delay. So I throw, then bring it up, throw, bring it up, throw, bring it up. No, it needs to, come straight up. And I think at this point, this is when the blood just started flowing. Like, you know what I mean? but I'm sore as all get out. Oh my man, I could barely move for real. Can't show it though. Feeling it. Oh Lord. Just repetition, y'all. Repetition. And this is what I was saying earlier about working on my inside boxing. I'm not really comfortable close like that. Or if I see Coach doing it, I'm like all awkward because I'm not sure if I'm doing it as good as he's doing it. But if I was just to go hit the bag, I hit it. Like, that's my thing. Like, that used to mess me up in college ball. It might sound crazy. The coach would be like, I want you to stand here and do step, replace step. But coming from where I'm coming from, that's just plain. Like, you got this big thing, you talking to everybody, talking about step, replace step. Man, all my coaches would have told me was just blade them and cut your angles or something. And then however you do that athletically is how you do it. But I understand there are techniques to this thing, so I'm just making a note if I look kind of awkward doing this. And I'm telling you, if you ever hear me make noise like that, y'all know I'm feeling it. I was beyond done, but Coach just kept saying, break the rock. Like, whenever you feel it, just break the rock. So even if it was slow, I just had to keep moving, or even if it was awkward, I had to keep moving. And another thing, I gotta do something with this hair, man. Probably had to tie it up because it kept getting in the way. Y'all gonna see that later on too in sparring. I had to stop a couple times. Got my hair knocked loose. Feeling it now. Feeling it. Boy, say shit, I can't do much of nothing now. Just hit the bag. Work the jab. Work the jab. A. Smith, work the jab. But look how low my hands are. Look at that. No coach gonna eat this up, man. Can't work the right without working the left. Double crossing. I love the left hand. My left hand, the way I shoot it sometimes, it could almost be shot like a lead hand. So, yeah, I just mentioned it, the hair, man. Don't get it twisted, I cut it just now because that bag had knocked me back. I'll never make that kind of noise, boy. But this was a part of a 30-minute circuit, so you'd have your station around the gym and you just had to keep throwing. Like, you had to keep throwing. Then he'll call your name, you had to come to this bag and give him some power shots. So around the bag, he wasn't really concerned with you hitting the hell out of it. You just had to keep going. And then when you got called to the bag, you had to come inside and really give it all you had left. So that's what this was about. That's why you see me look like I'm barely standing up. But that 30 minutes do go by kind of fast if you're really in the zone. You be tired, but when it's over, you be like, that was 30 minutes? And the thing I like about this is, like, practicing that, as y'all will see, I actually applied it when we were sparring. Like, you're gonna see a beautiful shot I gave dude, like, bam, bam, and that was just because of working that bag. But again, just trying to keep some proper form. One thing I noticed is my arms aren't getting full extension. Well, they compared to the previous day, I feel like they were, because I was trying to take note of that, but I still think it could be a little better. You see the arm should be fully not hitting the bag right there. Feeling it. And this was on top of doing that 30-minute circuit, man. You had to ride the bike and then come down, blop, blop. Boy, I was tired, boy. I'm concerned about if my arms flailing out too much and not getting those hands back up. Now, coach has talked to me about that, and it's not going to be perfect every time. When you're in the ring, you're not going to be like this, but there's a fine line. I need to know what the bare minimum is. Because the way you practice is the way you're going to play. Yeah, I know we're wrong with the audio. Keep doing that. Feeling it. Feeling it. Alright, so this is the third day. This is sparring day right here. Again, I came late, and it was a full house, man. So I wasn't gonna hop in between. You see them 3 bags I was telling you about? I ain't messing with them, man. They need to replace them bags. I mean, a shorter person might be able to do something with it, but once you get a certain height, it's kind of like you gotta crouch down, which is fine. That's why I did it the first time, because I tend to get too high. Remember I told y'all about the stiffness and stuff? I tend to get too high sometimes, so crouching and getting that position is actually good for me. So in between, just stealing some reps. I was trying to focus on the reach, but let me see, as I'm looking, it still don't look like I'm getting full extension. And I think that's because early on I used to reach so high, and a couple times I popped my elbow doing that. So the fear of feeling that, I think that's why I'm not taking full advantage of my reach, but I'll work on it. I don't want to say that I'm, bragging on myself, but I do got, when that reach is going and the power behind what I'm doing, that jab may be all that I need. That's what the coach always told me. Just trying to get loose. Make sure the hands are snapping, but nothing's laborious. It still looks like I'm placing a little bit, but as you can see in the first videos, my hands were kind of hitting, like meeting the bag right here. Now at least it's a little bit more flat, so that's a sign that I'm taking more advantage of my reach, but I still believe that arm can be straight. But at least I'm making more knuckle contact. Whereas before I'm so close, I'm actually hitting like a, a palm almost. Just trying to get reach and timing. Stay loose. See how my arms are like chicken wings? I gotta work on that. That's what Coach was saying earlier about this. It's just so damn awkward. But it does save you energy, and it does keep you defended though. Just gotta get used to punching from in tight like that. On this day I wasn't as sore, but I was still feeling it. So I'm just trying to get any type of blood flow, because we're about to start sparring. Man, and my teammate Ray didn't show up. I feel like, especially when I left him, he had a natural ability, and he's been training for the last 2 years, already had a couple fights, so I just wanted to, test it out against him, but he didn't show up, man, so we just had to make do what we had to do. I forget young bull name right here, but he hit the hell out of the bag, man. So it was an interesting challenge for me. I'm not just in my gym, I'm not used to fighting people that are taller than me like that. So I was focusing on trying to get inside of him, showing him that I'm not afraid of his shots. And it worked like that. A couple times I hit him on the body. I think it's right here. You can't really see it from this angle, but okay, no, maybe not then. I got him to the body a couple times, and I believe that's what started making his leg cramping up. But just being patient. Big theme of mine going forward is just not being afraid to make it boring. You know? Not fighting every round like it's the 12th round and I'm behind a point on the cards. Like, just be patient. See, like right there, see that bip? Set him up for that. Feel like tank a little bit, set him up for that. Kept going to that body. You responded, touch him up top. Going for that top now. Right there again. I thought I was Mike Tyson a little bit. I didn't get the full movement, but that was the notion behind that. That's what I'm trying to do. Slip a punch and stick him. I think that last one is what made him kind of say, you know, the hell with this. Now this is Jill, and I trip with OC all the time. She reminds me of Cammy from Street Fighter, and then we had Julia, my Asian sister. And I say, damn, you traded Chun-Li for Cammy. But yeah, she's sick with it. She's real tough, man. No nonsense, but still a sweetheart, you know. And when I left, she was in it and she stuck with it, and I see the progress. But now I'm more so, when we fight the ladies, we're not really supposed to return that much fire. We can here and there, but like, I'm not trying to hit her. Really, it's for us to focus on defense, and I had to kind of remember that, like, oh, you know, it's supposed to be defense. But I wanted to throw some stuff at her, just, you know, keep her honest. An opportunity for me to work on different stances, dipping lower. Excuse me. Man, see, she knocked my hair loose, man. Camera died, phone died. Back with the theme of boxers either my size or a little bigger. Never fought this guy before, he's new. Forget his name, so forgive me. Feeling him out. And then trying not to take advantage of the skill level and the fact that I missed the first class and he trained the first class, so wasn't trying to go too hard on him. I catch him with a couple good shots, so it was just because it was there. I really didn't mean to. Got him right there, you couldn't really see it. One thing I noticed about him too, like every time you hit him, he wanted to pound you up. You can't do that, bro. Right there. No, don't, I mean, come on, man, you gotta fight, man. I know it was a good one. Got him again. He hung in there though. He hung in there. Playing rattlesnake now. It's a good head slip. Trying to stay loose, do some things I probably wouldn't do on a regular. As y'all are gonna see, when OC's in there, it's a different ball game. Yeah, tell him I ain't gonna hit you, man. I ain't gonna hit you that hard. I just wanted to throw it. Get my body used to throwing combinations. Yeah, see, that's that bag right there. The little wah, that's that bag. The me before the injury probably wouldn't have landed that, or it would have looked crazy. It still wasn't tight, but it's progress for me. I was interested in seeing his one. Notice OC put the Bloodsport music on. Sam has only been training. Sam is the guy that's not coach. Coach told me he's been training for 3 months. Look good for 3 months. I know he's dog tired by now. But this was a good little matchup. Whenever coach is letting you do that, just know it's coming back. Like something's coming, and that's what changed it right there. That little shot right there, got him off quick. Now he about to open up on him a little bit. Watch your shot, yo. Look at that boy dancing. Right there, that's that shot. Ooh. Sam got a chin though. He took it. Didn't back down either. 3 months, that's pretty good. So, you know, had to get one with him. Now, usually tired, I don't want to fight a fighter like him, man, because he's strong. But I said, nah, you can't run from it. It's like 11th, 12th round right here. What you gonna do? Really undisciplined, but like coach said, once you learn the rules, sometimes you can break them. I'm athletic enough to get away with stuff. Hell, one of my favorite fighters is Pernell Whitaker. If you know anything about Sweet Pea, he broke the rules but still stayed within them. Not saying I'm on that level or anything, I'm just saying. Like that. just being loose. Got him. Want that body, want that hook. Just missed you, Sam. If I can't hit you, I'm gonna at least stop what you're trying to do. Got him, got that body. Oh. Hook. Didn't land clean though. Sam got some good defense. Salute to you, Sam. 3 months is pretty good. Tired now. I know Sam tired too. I felt like I kind of cheated him like that. He's an in-close fighter, so when me and OC go and we kind of do that, we kind of just break back up. But that favors me because I'm a boxer, so I'm sorry about that, Sam. Next time, knock me. Like, if I'm doing that, knock me. Had to establish that dominance. He did catch me with one, so I had to get right back on him. Keep working that body. Oop, stuck. See, he got that body protector, had to stick him with one. Now, I forget Lil Mama name, but other than OC and probably Jill right behind her, she liked that. Her hand speed, punch selection. So I forgot your name, I'm sorry, but check OC now. Right there, ooh, ooh. It was over with. She started working though. Like right there, Coach know he got caught. He got caught. Coach know he got caught. Caught her right there too. Yeah, she got him. That was a little cheap shot. But that's why I like her though. She got that edge. See that return fire, man. She got some skill, for real. Woo! You ain't let her do that, Coach. Showing off now. Look at him. Y'all getting him in his zone and I still gotta box him. But that's what made Coach so great though. Like, he literally just adapts to all of us. You know, he knows exactly when enough is enough. Like, he just ain't gonna, he'll give you that shot, but he ain't gonna knock your ass out like he can. Always get you a coach that's better than you. Round 2. At this time, I was dead tired. I had gone about 3 rounds of the rounds y'all saw me so far, and I was like, am I gonna go again? My choices are either Sam or OC, really. And the way I was feeling, I was like, I don't know. But I did get back in there. Like, I'm not going out like that. Especially not after 2.5 years at the stage of the game that it's at. I can't take no shorts. See me in the background? Taking off the gloves, hand wraps. Hey. Sam checked him as soon as he got in though. At this point, everybody's dog tired, so respect the grind. Showing off, man. I think my little cameraman missed the beginning of this because Jill opened it up with a flurry. Shout out to Young Breeze, my little cameraman. Breeze Plays coming soon. Youngster got a little gaming channel coming. But tonight he was the cameraman. Did a good job too. I didn't have to explain much to him. Just gave him the basics and he did this. So a couple times we fell out the frame, but we'll work on it. Tired, no. So this was the first one. I don't know what happened. I don't think Breeze got the whole thing, man. It's all good, though. Yeah, like we out the frame. Come on, Breeze. But I'm caught in between with fighting him, being my natural self, but understanding what he wants to do. Like, he always wants to try to drown me and pressure me and get inside because he knows I don't prefer to be inside. But plus being tired too, and then go to here again. And the funny thing, I thought that he was just gonna start it from where we was. He started the whole clock back over. I'm like, you can't do that. You cannot do that. But hey, had to get in there and get it done. So I decided I wanted to try to box him, but he made me pay. I don't get hit like that. Look at my head bounce back. Look at it, right? Ooh, he popped my head back. Popped my head back. But I wasn't gonna stop though. Cause that's what he want me to do. As soon as I start doing my thing, pop me again. As soon as I start doing my thing, trying to counter, it's gonna get bad. He gonna drown me fast. I was already drowning. Looking for whatever he'll take me now. Tired, getting sloppy. Now he drowning me, y'all. He drowning me. Tired. All I'm thinking is 12th round though. All these people investing in me. Oh, I caught him there now. Caught him again. I just wanted to finish strong. I knew I was sloppy. I knew I was tired, but hit me right on the top of the head. I could have fell too. Almost fell. See, I want to figure out what to do there. Like, I don't like infighting close and everything. Ooh, look how, ooh. Terrible. About a minute left. Caught me again. Sloppy, sloppy. Wheels coming off now, yo. Wheels coming off now. That's all I had left right there, boy. That's all I had left. See, I gotta figure out what to do there. I just back up. I'd rather box you, we'll see. But that ain't gonna fly. I gotta get that together. And keeping composure when I'm tired. Look at that. But I had to fight back right there. Breeze, you missed it. I hit him with a couple shots, man, to end the round. I forget her name. I'm gonna call her Goosey, cause she kept quoting Goose Creek all night. So I'm gonna call her Goosey. I hope that's alright with you. You see that? And she loved Chief Keef. She kept requesting Chief Keef songs, so. I was just in the cut admiring her hand skills. How quick with it she is. Yeah. Right there. That's when I was like, damn. You see a couple of them, we'll see. Woo! That was close. So I had to try out. I just want to see if her hand speed, if my elusiveness is real. So I don't think I throw any punches, maybe one or two, but I just want to see if she could hit me. To be honest, coach is telling me to catch, so I did the best I could at that. Like not just evade her, but catch her punches. You see my mitts are kind of faced that way. See, there go to catch. Coach is trying to set me up, and I love his teaching style because by him telling her what to look for according to what I'm doing, as soon as he said that, I'm like, okay, you really think that's gonna happen? Like, so I kept my hand down. He's telling me every time I dip and turn out that she should eat it, stop turning with me, go the opposite way and hit me with the hook. It's about right there when he said that. I'm like, okay, so I keep my hand low because I know you ain't gonna hop right to it, but I don't know if Breeze got it, but there's a scene where she tries it and I catch it and we just laugh because it's like, I think that was one of the times when she tried it, but it's like, you don't think I heard what he said? I'm not going to judge. So I'm saying his teachings, if you're paying attention, looking at it the right way, it's coaching for both. Oh, you're real loose now. She should have punished me right there. That's why I was saying, Sam, when I do that, that's a defense tactic. But if I'm just down there, you can still hit me. Sam was like, did I do something? Nah, you ain't did nothing. Yeah, working them hips. Trying to stay loose. Daring her to hit me. Yeah. So that was it. The first week back. At the time when I did the intro, we didn't do the next 2 days. I did that after the first day. So I didn't know what it was gonna be at the time. Looking back, it was a great week back, First week, just getting into it. First day, just getting into it. Second day, I'm still sore. But my body was completely gone the second day. So I just focused on, keeping the blood flow, doing the right things even when you're tired or fatigued. Third day, sparring, I was disappointed that Ray, which I would consider our best fighter, didn't show up, our best young fighter. I really wanted to test my skills against him, somebody other than OC. Me and OC have had enough rounds to where we go to a one set match, like it's the same match over and over. And I'm not saying I'm on his level at all, because if he really turned it up, You know, he probably drowned me pretty quickly, but for what it was worth, just getting in there and get my feet wet again, it was cool. I will say it's dope to have a coach, like I mentioned before, that is better than you. You know, football is my first love, but that's one thing that I always had a problem with. You know, the higher you went, you know, not in all cases. My head coach at Limestone was a former player, but most of the time, your position coaches are people drilling you that can't even do or never did what they're asking you to do, and your destiny is pretty much in their hands. That's why I said earlier, I wish I would have found boxing earlier, because it's kind of like between you and you. Now, there's politics and everything, but it's on you and you. If you don't show up, you lose. You show up, you have a chance. So, yeah, that's why I wish I would have found it earlier. Let's see, what else? Takeaways. I'm just happy to be back, y'all. I enjoyed doing this so much, even so that I think I'm just gonna document the whole journey. I don't know where this is gonna take me. I don't even know if I'm really good enough or I got the skill. I'll never know till I had that first fight. But I'm an open book when it comes to this. I want y'all to let me know what you think, you know? Give me some tips. Tell me if I'm stiff. Tell me whatever you see. You know, we gon' grow together. I'm gonna take y'all along on this journey with me. Like I said, I don't know where it goes. The plan is to, you know, go through the amateur ranks and we'll see. You know, if I come out better on top or if I have something, we gonna go pro. You know, and that's just what it is. I'm an athlete that don't have much tread on my tires, so, you know, talking to coach, we don't think age is a big thing. And, you know, as the future progresses, we need to bust that stigma anyway. If you take care of yourself and you do the right things, and then sometimes you just have genetics on your side, there's no limit to what you can do. Same thing with music too. And by the way, music provided by me too. If you want more, you can go to my other channel, my sister channel, under the Clean Fabric Collective, the K.O.J.I artist page. And check out all the music there. There's more day in the lives and everything and all of that too. Matter of fact, the first day when we came in, we actually just left the beach for a photo shoot. So that's why you notice, like in the beginning, the camera was kind of still. And I think that's because my bro wasn't feeling that well. We just had ran off the beach, and that beach had me kind of feeling, you know how the beach do you. So yeah. Check out the music. Stay up with me on this. I'm gonna record every week. I'm gonna document every week so we can, you know, learn and grow together. But I hope this was enjoyable to you. I know it was a little longer, but I hope it was worthwhile. Thank you again. Ground Zero TV. I'm out.